evening, everyone, and welcome to Coach's Corner. Tony Surace, once again substituting for Superintendent Tony Trangone. Wishing Tony well, hoping he feels better soon. He's getting a little bit better and wants to be at that game. Here with the coaching staff. I have a great player here with us this evening, and why don't we start out, Coach, like we always do. Let you introduce this fine young man and talk a little bit about him, and then we'll put him on the spot with a lot of questions. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Bert.
So right next to you got, our running back and outside backer, Brasseer Hunter. Brasseer Hunter was down for about 2 months, with an injury that he had to take care of and rehab. Thankfully, it was something that could bring him back to us by the playoff time. Everything he does and everything you see him do on the field speaks for itself. He's a good guy. We appreciate him, love him, and we're happy that he's back on the field because he brings a different level of play and an edge that just completes us. So,
and everything I know, I've heard you praise him for his the type of attitude and leadership that he brings.
Yeah.
What year are you? You're a junior.
Yes.
You're a junior. And what do you like best, defense or offense?
Offense.
Like, I want to carry the ball.
Yeah.
You got that late start, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess Sharp has been doing a good job. You want more carries, but you're playing well on defense.
Yes.
So how many tackles does he have? Do you know? I didn't get the defensive stats.
I don't know if I think in the last game.
I probably got like 15.
Yeah, I think the last game he had, the past game he had about 6, because I just updated NJ.com and so.
Right.
Yeah, so I think he had about 6 tackles. Yeah.
And the grades are good.
A's and B's.
A's and B's. And I know you have some goals to go to college. And do you have any idea what you might want to do in life beyond? You want to be an NFL player. Everybody wants to do that, right?
Yeah.
But get through college first, and do you have any idea what you might want to study?
Yeah, I want to do sports and medicine.
Sports medicine.
Yes.
Dan Richter Jr. You want to come back and lend a hand to be a trainer again. Dan will be ready to retire. He'll be about 75, so he'll be ready to retire. You can step right in. So, what were your thoughts about the Hammonton game and the weather? Did that affect you very much?
No, we just had to go play ball. Like, we all had to not pay attention to the rain and the field that we was playing on. Just had to play.
Have you played in weather conditions similar to that in the past, Midget League or anything?
Yes, I had a Midget League game in that when it was heavy rain and it was a big mud pile. So it wasn't nothing that I haven't seen. Yeah.
How about this guy? Was he your coach? One of them?
But he was down there.
He was down. He's always down there.
Yeah.
He's always down there. Of course, we're talking about the well-known Quan Bolet that has done a great job, in the midget program and also with the high school. Any recollections of Midget League that you want to share? Championship games, great games that you had?
No, besides the one when we beat Mainland in the championship.
Well, there you go, man. That's about as
one.
exciting as it gets,
Mm-hmm.
And I think we play them on Thanksgiving, so you can thump them once again, maybe. You know, I'm sure Mainland's not. You're going to be ready for that. So this season, you've had a couple of setbacks, but overall, it's been a great season, and you got an opportunity to go further and win the overall state championship. Of course, it starts in the semifinals here with one of the old foes that Millville had in the old Cape Atlantic League, Mainland. So, what are you looking forward to see from Mainland this week when you play them on Sunday? Have you looked at them on film?
Yeah, a little bit with the coaches. Like, they're not a very athletic team. Like, some plays they don't take serious, they give up on, and some plays the inside would be open a lot, and we could just dominate them all around.
Well, listen, I've watched Millville football for 54 years. This is the most athletic team overall, offense, defense, that I've ever seen. So, and you're one of them, and there's no question any team you play, but Coach and I are going to talk because we're going to reflect back on the Hammonton game here, but Coach, one of the things that stood out at me as I looked at the stats of that game, 2 penalties. 2 penalties.
That was the cleanest game all year.
You had to be pleased with that. And under those conditions, and the kids really showed discipline, and and listen, by reputation, and I know you know this coaching staff at Mainland is just filled with all-stars. All coaches that have won state titles before, and they're on the staff, and they're going to be a well-coached team, and you know that. But really impressed with our guys' discipline and the way they performed. I only saw bits and pieces and highlights because I was out of town, but I thought the guys really performed well. What were your thoughts at the end of the game when we came back and made that winning touchdown? Huh? Did you think we had it all the way? Were you involved at all in any of the offense?
Yeah, no, I was involved in the defense to stop when we stopped them and gave the offense back the ball.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. And they had converted a couple of key 3rd and 4th downs, I guess, and you got the ball back deep. And what yard line was it you got the ball back?
When they punted, we got on the 18.
18. Yeah, I was told it was inside the 20. They thought, and then had a great drive, which we will talk about. So, any thoughts about going into Mainland that you want to share? Don't say anything bad to get Mainland fired up. They got a lot of people around here that still think about Mainland that are in the school system. But you looking forward to the game?
Yeah, they just got to know that we don't go down off of easy tackles. And,
OBG.
We could throw the ball very well against them and run very well. We just got athletes.
And you're ready to go?
Yes.
Good guy, man. Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and review the Hammonton game with the coaches right after this.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Need something fixed? Think Latour Hardware and Garden Center, your best bet for reliable and lasting repairs. For over 30 years, Latour has been the expert in small engine repairs, lawnmower repairs, blade sharpening, screen and window repair, glass cutting, generator maintenance, and power tool repairs. Latour services all major brands, and whether you visit the store or take advantage of Latour's pickup and delivery service, you'll know your job is being done right. Think hardware, think Latour Hardware and Garden Center. Come on in and get started.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
There's a reason why global business companies do business here.
There's a lot of opportunity and advantages for being in Cumberland County. Folks just need to come out, take a look, kick the tires, and understand what we already know.
Creating great wines requires time, effort,
and the perfect location.
We grew up here, right down the street, so we have pride in the area, and we just want to prove to people that, you can grow fantastic wine in this area.
120 years has been the relationship with South Jersey Healthcare. So that's a long-standing relationship and commitment to the community. And we've been able to grow and bring technology to Cumberland County, and we're very proud of that.
We've always been kind of a slow and steady.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
That's because I wasn't there.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm Tony Surace, along with head coach Humberto Ayala, assistant coach Quan Bolay, and Brashear Hunter, one of the stalwarts. And I apologize, I had forgotten. I knew Brashear was injured. You had mentioned that early on, and I just, for some reason, wasn't thinking that how serious his injury was, and the fact that he just came back for Lacey with a torn meniscus. And wow, that's a credit to you and your intestinal fortitude to say, hey, I want to be part of this team and stick right with them. No wonder the coaches love you. That's a wonderful attribute. We wish you well in these last few games and in all of next year. So you're quite a young man to come back from that. A lot of young people would, or anybody would, give up and just say, you know what, this year's done. I don't need to take a chance. But you rehabbed it, you worked hard, and all the kudos to you for doing that. Before we look at Hammonton, I know this young man as well, maybe not as well as you, but I know him pretty well. Quan Bolay, who's an assistant coach for you, and I'm going to let you talk about him and his role with you. But Quan, tell us what's going on in the Midget Football League and the Super Bowl, and you guys have had a remarkable season. I've been out there a few times, and the job that you, Jeff Mills, the rest of your coaches, they're just doing a tremendous job. And that feeder program, as Coach knows, that's the key, and the job you're doing is just terrific. Talk about this, maybe the upcoming Super Bowl and that's coming up immediately, and then about your season and what's going on this year.
Yes, so currently we have 2 levels going to the Super Bowl, which will be played this Sunday, November 20th.
Now, tell the viewers a little bit about the Super Bowl and what that entails in terms of teams.
Yes, so we have American East and American West Side under our Tri-County Football League.
Okay, Tri-County Football League,
yes,
right.
Yes, so our senior level went 10-0. They're 10-0 at the moment.
And what's that age?
That's our 12 through 14.
12 to 14.
Yes, and our 6 and 7-year-olds as well. So our 6 and 7-year-old level is called the Holly City Lightning, and the senior level is the Holly City Bolts, both varsity levels. We actually had our freshman JV and going to the Super Bowl, but they were stripped of opportunity. It was an issue with ID cards, and I think that happened this past Sunday night. There was an issue, and their season unfortunately came to an end. But our varsity JV just won their Super Bowl this past Monday against Kingsway, 21-0. They finished their season 9-1.
Wow.
Yes. And our varsity, the Holly City Bolts, they will be playing the Glassboro Bulldogs, who are also 10-0.
Wow.
Yes,
and
yes.
when and where will that be played?
Well, at the moment, I hope Dave Lagamba's listening. We're looking for a venue. So the games were scheduled to be played on Sunday. The freshmen would have played at 11 a.m., and our senior level would have played at 5 p.m. Well, we'll be playing at 5 p.m.
So not this Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're hoping, Dave, if you're listening, we're trying to get those games played on Saturday, the 19th.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we would like to. If Dave is listening, give us a call.
Well,
yeah.
Of course, Dave doesn't live in town, so I doubt that he's listening. But
right.
It, certainly would make a tremendous conflict, right? If you were on Sunday, no matter where you play, and you have the big game that the Thunderbolts are playing on Sunday. So hopefully that could be worked out. We. Back in the day, way back, with the Holly City Midget Football League, I remember there were some conflicts similar to that, and I'm tending to think that a couple times they couldn't work it out, and there were just conflicts that the kids had to, maybe they had brothers playing in the game and the high school game, and they couldn't, they didn't want to miss their game. So it really makes it tough. So I hope things can be worked out, and congratulations on those teams getting to where they are, and wish you all the luck in the world. Talk about the league and you and Jeff and the coaches, because when I'm down there, Quan, I am just super impressed with the job you're doing. You're pleased with the numbers, and talk a little bit about the league.
Yeah, so again, we have 5 levels. Actually, we just started our Pee Wee level with the 4 and 5 year olds. I was the head coach for the Pee Wee level. Charlie Patterson is the head coach of our freshman level.
Former Thunderbolt.
Yes, running back. Right?
Former stud running back. Yep.
Yes, Javon Pierce is a former Thunderbolt.
Yep.
He is our sophomore level head coach. Rasul Martin is the junior level head coach, and Isaiah White. I think Isaiah White played under you.
He did.
Yes.
He was there when I was there. Yep.
Yes. You got a chance to see him at practice.
I did. I saw him the day I was over there.
Yes.
And he has the senior kids, right? The
Yes,
older
sir.
kids.
Yes,
and
sir.
I hadn't seen him in a long time, so I was observing him with the team, and I thought to myself, this guy, he's a good coach. He's got it together, man. The things he was preaching to the kids, and then afterwards he came over, and then I saw who it was, and you've got a great staff down there. And I would just say, and I've said to as many people and venues as I can, I'll put it out in the airwaves, if you want to see a well-run program, and I invite anyone to go out there and observe the things that Quan and all the coaches are doing with these kids. They're checking grades. They're making sure they're respectful. They're following, their instructions, and they're doing it the right way. And, of course, I'm a football guy, and people would say, well, you don't worry about concussions. And listen, they're teaching the right way. They're doing the right things. And, football is a great game, and it's being taught much better than it did when I played and when I was coaching even. So the safety issues are paramount. So kudos to you, Quan, and your whole staff out there. Keep it going. I just can't say enough good things about the program, and of course, Coach reaps the benefits of all the kids that are playing, that are coming up through the ranks. Coach Ayala, how many kids do you think on your team played in that Holly City Midget Football League?
Shoot, I'd say almost 95%, 90%, a lot of them.
Almost all of them.
Yeah. I mean, listen, they do a great job down there. I mean, the attention to detail. I mean, listen, they're winning. We're winning at the high school level. We're a winning football city.
Winning tradition.
It's what separates us from.
And didn't you run a camp? Didn't you guys run camps down there for them?
Yeah, we're doing the camps too. So we try to, continue to keep that gap bridged, between the two programs. Quan does a great job with that as well. So I think that's what separates us from our cross-town rivals, is that we win at every level.
And we don't. Because of the great job that Quan and the coaches do, and that you do, and that Dennis Thomas did before you.
Everybody's
we
on
don't
the
lose
same
kids.
page. No.
Kids are staying here because they want to be part of a winning culture. They want to win state championships. They want to move on. And so when you have a quality program, nobody wants to leave. They want to be part of that. And I know that. I don't know who takes credit for OBG. Anybody want to?
Oh, that was old Dennis.
That was old Dennis. Okay.
I don't know. He came out one practice and he started saying OBG, and we're like,
what are you talking about?
OBG? And he just said, I don't know. He was weird with that kind of stuff.
and then we took it and ran with it, try to make it a household name. Hashtags
that's terrific. Yeah, that's right. You have like a trademark, and when a team has something they can hang their hat on, it just makes it so much more important to the kids. And OBG is kind of a
the fact that it resonated in with the youth and in the city, and it's just like it's great. It's great.
No, absolutely.
You heard the song, right? You heard the song coming in.
Oh, I did. I did.
Yeah. So we also too we like to appreciate you all for your support. Like, we have a great support from our business community, the Thunderbolt Club, of course with Ayala up at the high school, and just our small, tight-knitted football community with the parents and volunteer coaches. Like it's great, and we're seeing how it's feeding the machine up at the high school, with this winning culture and continuing some of the traditions that you all started with being a gentleman on and off the field. That's very important to us as well.
No, it is, and I see that. I was at your banquet last year, and I saw how those kids were, they were really dressed well, and they were respectful, and you can just see, again, it is a great program. If, again, you're worried about giving your son an opportunity to play a wholesome sport, and believe me, they're doing a great job out there, and it's well worth taking a look at and getting in touch with Quan, or get in touch with me, and I'll put you in touch with the guys. But it's just a wonderful thing to see success down there that begets the success that the high school has had, and all these guys that have played down there are now coming up and playing for Coach Ayala and you guys at the at the high school. So that's just terrific, and I hope things work out. You need to probably give Coach Lagamba a call and see if he can work something out for Saturday. I'm sure that Superintendent Trangone, he listens to this show. Maybe he'll try to make something like that happen. I know where I'm going to be Saturday. I got to be at the Princeton Penn game because that's for the Ivy League title. So I'll be there, but wouldn't be at the game. But good luck to your teams. Which level do you coach? You coach the
4 and 5 year olds.
And one of those is your son?
Yes, he's a 4-year-old.
I see some of those videos you post, man. They're cuter and all get out, man. That is wonderful.
And my oldest son plays on the senior level. Yeah, he's a quarterback.
And how old is he?
He's 13.
13.
I have so many kids. Yeah, he's 13.
Yeah, we won't get into that. Yeah. I know you've got a bunch out there, and you've got the whole squad out there. And again, shout out to Jeff Mills, who heads that thing up.
Michelle Mills, yes.
Yep, has done a great job. And listen, I have to say this because, listen, you've utilized his support before. Ron Jaworski and the Youth Playbook, Jaws Youth Playbook, great donation of equipment, and you guys utilized it well. Mm-hmm. So with that, we're going to take another break, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about the Hammonton game right after this.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Are you ready to go green and cut down on your electric bill? Then there is only one call you need to make. Soaring Solar is your complete source for solar, including new roof installations. Soaring Solar is a veteran-owned and family-run company. Call the Soaring Solar family today and talk with one of our solar consultants. For a free estimate, call Soaring Solar today at 609-270-7759. Or find them on the web at www.soaringsolar.com.
Hey parents, there's something you should know. If you don't teach me about money, that's okay. I'll live off your nest egg for the rest of my life.
Feel confident talking to your kids about money.
You're gonna find me a real one, right?
Before it's too late. Get ready at td.com/kidsandmoney.
Your smile is more than just your teeth. At Tenbrook Orthodontics, discover the smile you deserve to have. Get more smiles, more affordably priced with Harvard-trained Dr. Tenbrook's 21st century technology. Get Tenbrook's exclusive T1 braces or Invisalign, which gradually delivers a gorgeous smile. 11 locations like Millville, Washington Township, Vineland, and Mullica Hill, Tenbrook Orthodontics. Spend less time, spend less money, have more fun getting the smile you deserve.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Good evening again, everyone. Tony Surace, substituting for Tony Trongone here on Coach's Corner. Coach Ayala, Coach Quan Bollet, and we wanted to talk a little bit. I know all coaches don't want to look back, but we have to review quickly what was just an unbelievable comeback from Millville in the state final game, state Group 4 final game, played at Hammonton. And, Coach, I know last week when we were on, we talked about being ready for the weather, and you had a great approach. You said, we're going to be ready. Our kids are going to be ready. We're not going to, shy off. We're going to be ready to go. And you were. So how bad was it? Because I didn't get an opportunity to see it. How bad was the weather? Even though the kids played through it, was it pretty windy?
To be honest, it wasn't like, first of all, it was warm. It was nice.
It wasn't cold. It wasn't a cold rain. Yeah,
that was ideal. So weather-wise, it was fine. The field was under though. The field, Hammonton has some of the nicest grass I've ever seen. It's well maintained. They take pride in it. But the field drains from the middle out, and so it was very wet on the outside. It's still slippery because it's grass. But
how was the wind?
12, 15 miles an hour. It was there. It was there. You didn't want to kick against it in the fourth quarter, which we kind of, we were able to manage because they deferred or whatnot, and we got the ability to, pick where we wanted to go.
So you were with the win in the fourth quarter?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
You needed that, I'm sure. That helped.
As far as the conditions and the weather, that was fine. It's just, like I said, the field was wet. We expected worse, so we kind of game planned for worse because they were saying heavy rainfall, 25, 30 mile an hour winds. So we game planned, a heavier run game. And that's not that's not the kind of weather we had, and it's not what we needed to do, in order to put ourselves in a successful position. So.
Well, once again, you had balanced statistics. For the most part, you had 108 on the ground and 189 in the air. Yeah. And under those conditions, I thought the highlights that I saw, quarterback Jacob Zamont did a nice job.
Yeah. Listen, we had a lot of our defense did an amazing job, because the one thing I always say, I said, give us the ball. We'll do our part. Get us the ball. And they did a great job. We had multiple offensive opportunities. We had a defensive Darian had a interception. We picked up, read a screen that they were running real well.
I think you had two, right? You had two interceptions.
Yeah, yep. Because Conyers had the one to seal it at the end.
Right.
And but we just didn't capitalize the way we should have offensively. But it all ended in the right way.
You certainly capitalized when you had to.
Yes.
We were talking about the end of the game where you had to stop them, came up big defensively, right, and stopped them, and then got the ball on the 18-yard line. And how much time? Not much time. 2:50 left, so less than 3 minutes to go.
250, no
No
timeouts,
timeouts.
83 yards.
That's an incredible drive, and that's like one that you remember.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these guys will remember the rest of their life. They got to have a short memory though for this rest of this year
Yeah.
because they got to move on. And we're looking back at the ball game now. It looked like Brooks had another fabulous game again.
Yeah, I think he had like 10 receptions for 122 yards or something like that.
He had 8 for 123,
Yeah.
according to our statistician,
Okay.
Mr. Van Noord.
Listen, I mean, you know, he's everybody knows what he is. He's a dynamic player. You know, in crunch time situations, you know, you could give him the ball and he's going to make something happen. That's just what he does. But you know, we had a lot of people on that a lot of players on that last drive.
And you converted some key fourth down, right? Fourth down.
It was 4th and 5 on that last drive, and we went to him, and he picked up, I think, 25 yards. It was just a tunnel screen.
Yeah, I saw that.
Tunnel screen,
Yeah, I saw that.
And
on the
I mean,
highlights.
you know, some people will say, oh, he, you know, people were there. Nah, we overloaded the side, brought a lot of blockers, and people may have had a hand on him, but you're not taking down Brooks with a hand. You have to wrap him. And have assistance because he's going to break. Because we've seen him break multiple tackles.
Sure.
Before, so
yeah, he's one of the best, you know, I've ever seen. What about? I don't think it was that play, and I don't think I saw this play on the highlights. But there was a slant pass that he bobbled. I don't know if that was Brooks or not.
No, that was wound up caught again. I
yes,
guess.
it was wound up caught.
That was Thomas Smith. It was just
Smith.
It was a post route. They were playing the safety. Kind of over top of our slot, and we were in an empty formation. So they were shading that safety hard over because of Brooks being over there. So we knew the middle was wide open. So you know, Thomas he's a good route runner. So he played it well. Just hit his hands, bobbled it, but he stayed with it.
But he stayed with it. Yeah, that's what everybody told me.
And then he put us down on the 4-yard line. You know.
Yeah, that's the one that put you on the 4.
Yep.
And how much time was left?
It was about like a minute 20 so, yeah.
When you had it on the 4?
Yeah,
yeah. How many plays did you run down there?
Just one.
Just that one play?
That gave us the first down.
That gave you first down,
so
you're first and goal at the 4.
Yeah.
And Hammonton called timeout?
They called a timeout, but it was all over then anyway because we were going to score. I say
Yeah.
that in the most humble way possible. Like, we were not going to be stopped.
No, the kids, what a great drive, and what a great testament to the kids' resilience to say, look, we got 82 yards or whatever it is to go, but we're gonna get it done. You know, they believe they're going to get it done, and you have to have belief and you have to have confidence, and you know that's extremely important as you go through. And again, we mentioned only having 2 penalties. Is really the kids. You got to be coaching it. You know, you're either coaching it or you're allowing it to happen. So you guys made sure that that the penalties were reduced, and that's a great tribute.
Well, I mean, listen, we preached it. We said, listen, I think our players are well aware. We have a smart, these young men are very smart within the game. Like, even if you look at that last drive, they were cognizant enough to know catch the ball, get out of bounds. Multiple times, like even when Jacob ran, he ran, got as much as he could, got out of bounds. So they understood that we had no timeouts. You have to do. So I mean, even with that, they understand that you get too many penalties. But also to that credit is that was probably the best officiating crew we had all season, and that's not to discredit, but it really was. They were great, So.
Well, I think that's hopefully as you get through the playoffs now, it's reduced number of games, and you got all the top officials, doing those games. I mean, look, we all saw the Eagles game and the highlights of what was egregious missed calls and things. Awful, yeah. So it happens at every level. But when you get a really good officiated crew, I think that's really outstanding. I think what really struck me too, and we thank Rich Van Noord, the voice of the Thunderbolts. Of course, I don't know if he's going to be back until Thanksgiving because we can't do the game. We'll talk about that a little bit later about what the game's going to be on. But Rich provides us with the stats, and he had the season stats. And you have some kids just having outstanding years. I mean, you look at Zamont with 157 completions for 2,502 yards.
Yep.
I didn't bring the records with me.
It's 2,700 yards, Nate. He's going to break it.
Yeah. He's
the goal. To be honest,
games.
I want to see him go 3,000. That's where we want to go.
Well, he's on the road, and he's had a tremendous career. And the other career really, because this is his season, only a junior, only 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
That's
first year.
You don't have turnovers. You got a chance to win the game. So he is doing a great job as a junior, getting better every week and playing at the top level. And then your running back has really stepped up, Smith, to have over 1,000 yards and averaging 6.5 a carry.
Yeah, Sharp.
And he's not a big guy.
No, he's 5'9".
What do I call him, Smith? I meant Sharp.
Yeah. He's 5'9", 150 pounds. 5'6". Oh, 5'6". Yeah, 5'6". I wish he was 5'9".
Yeah.
He plays like it.
He does. He plays like he's 6'2". I mean, he runs hard inside for a guy that's not that big.
He's a tough kid, man. He's a tough kid.
He's a tough, and he's only a junior.
Yeah, he's got great vision. He knows where he's going, and he gets there. So, I mean, listen, to be passing for 2,500 yards and have a 1,000-yard rusher, it's pretty. I think that says balance.
Oh yeah, that's balance, and 12 touchdowns. And then you look at the receiving core, and every one of these guys is outstanding. Thomas Smith, Letizer Brooks, Teron Hale, Freddie Levant, who came as a transfer. I mean, that's outstanding. 360, 869, 616, and 440. And, you add that all up and you got a couple other catches in there, but 2,500 plus yards, that's incredible. I mean, that's just – I know the game's changed since the old guy was coaching, but throwing the ball, but even so,
it's not just one guy is what you see. It's like, it's spread out, but so that shows everybody the difficulty, because we have a lot of guys that can play, and we have to spread the wealth as best as we can to get everybody involved, and I think we do a pretty decent job with it.
Well, you've done a great job of it, and it's just incredible. You've outscored your opponents 345 to 173, so you're getting it done on both sides of the ball. And of course, I'd be remiss if we're talking about all these skilled players who've done a great job, but both sides of the line have done a nice job as well.
Oh yeah. Our O-line has been a pivotal part of everything we do. They're giving Jacob great pockets. I think I don't know offhand how many sacks we've let up, but it hasn't been many. And then our defensive line. I mean, listen, you know this better than anybody. To win a football game, you got to win in the trenches. If you can win the trenches, you're going to be in every single game. And we have the bodies, we have the athleticism up front. So, I mean, we're winning those trenches, and that sometimes is the difference maker. And listen, Hammonton had some big boys on that line.
And strong.
Athletic, fast, yes. Yeah,
they were, obviously a very worthy opponent. Yeah. And, it's great to get out of there with a win. It's in the playoffs, survive and advance, right?
Yeah,
and you certainly played well enough to win. It's nice that you were able to come up with that. So we're going to look forward to Mainland in the next segment, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services, including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
Are you ready to find your fit at Rowan College of South Jersey?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to find my fit
in human resources,
in engineering technology, in healthcare.
With 6 divisions that include more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RCSJ gives you the choice to find a future that fits your goals. Visit rcsj.edu/enroll to start today.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Welcome back, everybody, to Coach's Corner. And Tony Surace here, subbing for Tony Trongone, Coach Ayala, Coach Belay, and we're going to talk a little bit about Sunday's game. Sunday's game is going to be at 2:30 at Cherokee High School, and it will not be broadcast live on QBC TV, NJ.com. And it's free. If you go to NJ.com on your computer, you'll be able to get the game. You'll have to scroll down because they're doing every game. And scroll down to the Millville game, you'll be able to get the game live if you can't be there. But you need to be there because it's going to be an exciting thing for the Thunderbolts to win the sectional title. Or no, what's this called?
Well,
semifinals. Right?
Yeah, it's the semifinals. So you're not winning. This isn't this is to get us to that state final.
To get to the state final.
So we won the sectional.
That's right. You were in the sectional Group 4 title, and now it's the on to the state final. So that game will be broadcast on NJ.com. Stay tuned to QBC and listen to when it will be on radio. It is going to be available on radio. George, do you have that info yet?
Yep. 96.1 WMVB.
96.1 WMVB. You'll be able to listen to it.
22 audio only.
And Channel 22 will have the audio as well. So there you go. That's right from George, and he knows what's going on more than anybody. So Sunday 2:30. You've seen Mainland. They're obviously a good team. 8-1. I believe they're 8-1.
I think 10-1.
I'm sorry.
10-1.
10-1.
I think 10-1 now. Yeah.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about Mainland and what you've seen on film. And you know, I just know that they've got a freshman quarterback, and I know they got a good running back that's be his fourth year playing. Other than that, I can't tell you a whole lot about Mainland. So, Coach Ayala.
Well, I mean, I know everybody talks about their coaching staff. They got a well-seasoned, coaching staff that's supposed to be, top notch, but they don't play the game. The players do. So my thing is, they have a good team. They're a wing T team. So again, just like not like Hammonton, but very similar. They're one-dimensional. They're gonna try to control the clock, time of possession. We've seen this. We're prepared for it. We just got to go out there and execute in every facet. From a defensive standpoint, they may switch between a 3-man front to a 4-man front. Hammonton, everything I saw on film with them, it was the 4-man front. We get to the game, they go to a 3-5. Just to drop more people in coverage. So I mean, I don't, what we see on film, everybody's going to have wrinkles. They have a good defensive coach over there at Mainland. So, listen, they're going to be well coached. Those kids are putting everything into it because their goal is to come out and win too. So we're going to battle.
It's an old rivalry, that goes way back before you guys. Well, you played Mainland, didn't you, Quan?
Yes.
When you were in school. So Mainland's an old Cape Atlantic League school. Mm-hmm. Of course, we played them last year, and that's not indicative. I think they're a lot better than last year, don't you?
Yeah. I mean,
a year later.
Yeah. I think every team this year was better than what they were. Look at Hammonton last year; they weren't very good either.
Yeah.
So I think every team teams get better every year.
Yep. And my scouts, and I talked to a few guys from down that way, have indicated that they're not real big. that we're a lot bigger than them, especially in the line. That's what I was told. I don't know if you saw
I mean,
that or
well,
not.
when you look at the weights and heights and stuff like that online, Hammonton was a lot bigger. Hammonton's a lot bigger across the board. Like, I mean, Mainland has got some size, but not the way Hammonton does. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, we're not the biggest team either when we go up against some teams, but we play bigger with our pads. So I mean, I think that's the same thing with them. Is they're gonna play. They're gonna play. They got big hearts. They got big fight in them. So they're gonna come after it.
And from what I read, the freshman quarterback really stepped up in the last game to really perform pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, he had his success, I mean, but they put a lot into that running back number 4's hands, Mace. Yep. They're gonna grind him out probably 30+ times a game. They'll put you to sleep, run their little fullback trap up the middle, go jet, and then try to put you to sleep some more and throw a pass. But I mean, that's like I said, we've seen a lot of this. So I mean, I'm sure they're gonna have wrinkles, but we're just ready to play football on Sunday.
Sure. Well, I think everybody that plays you has a little fear about the fact that you can score anywhere on the field. You can grind it out. You have you've always mentioned that you want to have a balanced attack, which you do. And you know that going in, team's approach is going to be keep the ball away from you. If you can grind it out, get first downs, and it'll be somewhat of a dogfight at least for a while. And hopefully, you can pull away at some point. It's going to be cold, and kids are ready to play, and it'll be an exciting time. It's really exciting to get into the playoffs. We were talking earlier that back in the day there were 2 teams and 4 teams in the playoffs. Now that there's 8 or there's 16 really, down at the bottom of the scale, the teams maybe not as good, but you get up to the finals now and you start playing the Hammonton and Mainland. Those teams are there for a reason.
Yeah,
and
I mean, now look,
10-1, they're good.
We're in the 4th round of playoffs, I mean, and I think I mentioned to a reporter, asked how much does it mean to South Jersey, because we have 2 South Jersey teams in this semifinal game. And
real South Jersey teams.
Yes, real South Jersey teams.
Our guys.
And I think it's great for us, man. Because everything was always, North Jersey's the power, and we're showing that South Jersey's a force to be reckoned with. We have some good football schools down here, some great football talent as well.
Well, and I think, and we're not even referring to North Jersey yet. We're talking about, the Cherokees, the Shawnees, the one that are just north of us to get all the accolades and, the write-ups in the Courier Post and all that. But down toward our Central Shore area, I'll say it, down toward the shore with Mainland, Ocean City, and all the schools down there don't really get the credit they deserve. So it is nice to have all those teams on there. Any final thoughts, Coach, before the game?
No, I mean, listen, we're excited and fortunate to have this opportunity. We're excited to be, go back to back with the sectional, for a sectional title, for these young men to experience that again in their high school. You got 4 years of high school, so they experience 2 sectional titles. And
it's amazing. That's terrific.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great for the city. The youth is excited. Like youth talk about coming up and playing at the high school level. So, I mean, for us to bring that to the city that loves and enjoys their football, I mean, we're happy. We're fortunate, but the job's not done yet. We have to go win this one on Sunday. Then you got the Violent game, great tradition that we got coming up, and we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the goal is to be at Rutgers in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. How exciting. The whole thing is just
goes fast.
It goes fast, man. Things happen in a hurry.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you luck. We know that the Thunderbolts will account very well for themselves, and they're going to give it everything they have. And again, I congratulate you on where you are now. But as you said, the job's not over, and I know your emphasis and focus is on winning this game on Sunday. So best of luck to you. Coach Bole, thank you. Thank you, young man, for coming over and spend a little time with us. Wish the Thunderbolts well. And for Jim Quinn Broadcasting, we will see you next time.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.